Hi guys, so today's video is going to be my fall nail polish picks. I'm really excited for the fall. I always like transitioning my polishes and transitioning my clothes for the different seasons, so I'm really excited for it. If you'd like to see my favorite, maybe not my favorite, but my fall nail polish picks, then keep watching. My first color is a Butter London polish, and this is All Hail the Queen. This is the light gonna, sorry the sun. This is more of a metallic-y beige color. It's very similar to Essie's Glamour Purse, but this one is a cream finish, and this one also does not have any sheen to it whatsoever. So if you want something that is a little bit more cream finish, then I recommend the Glamour Purse. And also the Glamour Purse only took about 2 coats for it to be opaque. This one probably took about 3 or 4. Unfortunately for the price, it's kind of not worth it, but I actually really like the color a lot. So that's my first one. My next one was actually a favorite in my last year's fall nail polish picks, but I absolutely love it, and I think that it's the most feminine color that I have in this one, or for the fall at least. This one is Essie Ladylike, which is also a very cream finish, and the color of it is almost like a muted, kind of like taupey mauve color. It's very beautiful. I think that it's work appropriate, and I absolutely love it. I think that everyone should own this one. My next polish was another polish that was in my fall picks last year, but I absolutely love it so much, and it is the Chanel Peridot. This was probably one of the most buzzed about last year on Blogsphere and on YouTube. It was very popular, and it is again going to be very popular this season too, because I've seen so many dupes of it, or so many replicas of it. So I absolutely love it. It's kind of a duochrome olive green color, and then in the right light it turns to almost like a gold color. So I really like how it looks 2 different colors in the natural light and the daylight, so it's a very fun color. And in the bottle it looks like it has a hint of turquoise, but it definitely doesn't show up on your nails, but it's still a very fun color for the fall. And I do have a color that's similar to it, and it looks almost identical in the bottle, except the gold in this one is a little bit darker, and this is a Maybelline polish in Boho Gold, which is only $3, so it should be a lot easier to find than the Peridot. But I absolutely love it, and I think that they're kind of alright, similar in color, so you can get away with it. And the only problem with the Maybelline color, as you can tell in the color wheel, the Maybelline color did take about 4 coats for it to be opaque, but again, it's only $3, so it's probably worth it. The Chanel polish, it only took 1 coat for it to be opaque. My next polish is another Butter London polish, and this one is in Bluey, which looks almost like a really pretty, almost like a mermaid peacocky color. I don't know how to explain it, but I absolutely, when I look at it, I think of mermaids. I don't know. It's a very pretty, dark, kind of vampy color, and it's metallic again. Unfortunately, again with the Butter London, it does take probably about 3 to 4 coats for it to be the desired color, or the color of the bottle. That's the only thing I hate about nail polish. When you buy it, you'd think that it would be like, I don't know, maybe a coat or 2 for it to be the color of the bottle, but it isn't at all. But I really like it, and I think that it's a very fun color. I think that it will stain your nails, so I recommend probably wearing a base coat with this one for sure. You don't want to skip on that one. And again, with applying as many coats as you have to apply, it might chip easier too. So you got to take that in consideration when purchasing as well. So if you know a dupe for this one, then definitely let me know in the comments below. My next polish is an Essie polish, and this is one of the most popular colors for this fall, and it's a pretty burgundy color, and this is Carry On. This one actually is more of like a vampy burgundy color. It's very kind of like a cream finish again, and it's very pigmented. It only took 1 coat for it to be opaque, so I absolutely love this one. I think that it's a very overall like beautiful color. And an alternative for the Essie Carry On is the Maybelline Auburn Ablaze. It's not identical. This one looks more of a brownish color, while the Essie one looks more of a burgundy color, but on the swatches they're kind of similar, but again, they're not the same. My next color is another Essie polish, and this is in ChinChilly, which is a very pretty, almost like a sleek gray color. It's very work appropriate again, so it's just a fun gray. You don't see grays being pretty, but this gray is very pretty, and I absolutely love the finish on it, and it does take probably about 2 thin coats for it to be opaque. My next polish is an OPI polish by the Spider-Man collection. This is the #1 neimies. This one actually is a lot more shimmery than all the other ones. It is more of a metallic-y finish, almost like a frost finish actually. But I actually really like it. I think that it's beautiful color and will be so fun for the fall. And a similar color to that that's less expensive was the Metal Icon by Maybelline, and as you can see in the color wheels, the Maybelline one did take actually it was only like 2 coats for it to be opaque. The OPI one, you actually had to do a few more coats to make it opaque, but they're kind of similar, they're not identical. The Maybelline one is more of a silver color while the other one is more of a charcoal color, so, but the prices are different, so that's your call. My next polish is another Essie polish, and this is again a very cream finished polish, and this is the School of Hard Rocks. It's hard for me to say this. Every time I think of this polish, I always think of the Schoolhouse Rocks when you're in high school, like those sing-along things for grammar. I know, weird. This one is more of a muted, I would say like a gray toned teal. Don't quote me on it though, but I feel like that's what it looks like. In my opinion, that's what it looks like. This does get pretty opaque just after 1 coat, so I actually really like this polish, and I think that it's going to be a very fun polish for the fall, and I definitely recommend this one. My next polish is probably one of my most popular here on YouTube, and I actually really love it. I just wish I pulled it out a little bit more, and this is the Sally Hansen Pacific Blue. This I actually was surprised to like because I actually hate the Sally Hansen. I don't hate it, I actually just don't prefer the Sally Hansen polishes. But this one, the formula is actually pretty nice. It's nicer than all the other Sally Hansen. I don't know if it's just extreme wear. I've been really liking the extreme wear at least. And it's really pigmented just after 1 coat, and it's a very bold, vibrant cobalt blue, which I love. So I definitely recommend picking this one up or snagging this, and it shouldn't be hard to find, as hard to find as the other ones at least. My last polish is a Wet n Wild polish by the Fergie collection, and this is Make the Boys Go Loco, which I had to include because black and red together is actually really trendy and really popular for the fall, and I actually think that it looks really pretty together paired. So this one is more of a black base color, but it has some chunky and fine glitter particles mixed in it. It does take probably about 3 coats for it to be opaque, but again, it's very inexpensive and it's very beautiful, so I absolutely love that. So those are all my fall nail polish picks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your fall nail polish picks are in the comments below, or if you film videos, leave it as a video response. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye!